Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got...
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just pump that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end. It's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football. And you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Peoples. And he's brought down after a nice game. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Time to take a shot. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
He'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. wants to throw. It's Sayin. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play, shows off the hands first, got to make the catch first, does the rest, walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Kent State answered the bell away from Dick Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Golden Flashes knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. Breaks into the open. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Going to swing it on 2nd down.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, quarterbacks got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lions. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Ducks will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle. It's Stokes. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to the back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolled. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Quickly to the tight end. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's second and long. Gonna look downfield again. A little screen to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Now, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Makes the catch. It's Miller. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. The Buckeyes will snap it on first and 10. Looking for room. It's Peoples. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Sayin. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Fourth down and one, and they'll go for it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Stokes. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Connection to the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Ducks have moved it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Roberts. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking for a crease, it's Davison. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle,
Turning it on! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! He'll try to tack on one more.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Roberts. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Using his legs, it's Peoples. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the jets and making the big play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the right. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30.
Okay, ready?
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, first down and more. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throwing right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense.
He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute game.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Takes the handoff. It's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. East Carolina rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Greenville. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best.
He's going to fire deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Wants to throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So
makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Right down the middle. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.